Oh, it's only a nightmare. Oh, hello. Don't be frightened. I'm Alice Cooper. Would you like to experience some of my nightmares?
2011 would bring forth a great 2-year relationship for Universal Studios' Halloween Horror Nights and rock legend Alice Cooper. Only the fact that we knew it was Alice Cooper and we had the album title Welcome to My Nightmare in the logo reveal, we weren't entirely sure what to fully go off of or to expect in the maze. Man, we didn't see it all coming. I can remember the anticipation of going into this house. Like having no clue what to expect. And knowing it was based on the album, and then going in, you first went into this dilapidated house. Just like, holy smokes. And there he was. Like, whose nightmare? The Steven kid? We are making these videos as we move through here. Shout out to Sharp Productions. We'll shout out who's ever walkthrough videos we use. Check out Sharp Productions. And then you went through this closet. I remember going through this at this point, like, the $1 billion babies here. Like, I remember at this point thinking that this maze was pretty solidly exciting. As they're not full. If you notice, the thing that was interesting too is we haven't hit a single black hallway yet. Not a fully one. This room was so wild. This is kind of like an HHN Orlando thing to me, where you, or even a Not Scary Farm thing, where you would double back on a particular scene. The colonial guy, that's interesting. He's in front of the mental house. But again, man, even in that transitional, the only black wall was really there just to hold up the tree branches to make it seem like it was nighttime. Another big kind of showcase room, the electric chair, that was cool. And as evident, here, like, this was one of those mazes that when you were inside of it, it felt like it just kept going. Cold Ethel. School's out for summer. Now we're kind of like just best of Cooper at this point, you know? Snakes. And so here, like even here is not fully, it kind of seems like it is one, but when you're inside of it, you're looking at like that. So it didn't seem like a full black hallway. And then you got into here, and you're like, well, hell, like you know what's about to happen. It's Black Widow. But then you realize there's actual real people in it too, and then you got to that, and that thing was legitimately gnarly looking. Welcome to My Nightmare was a pleasant surprise and a huge success to most HHN fans, reveling in the fact that Alice Cooper's Maze was one of the most popular of 2011 on the West Coast. So much so, going into 2012, one of the first announcements was Alice Cooper was coming back to partner with HHN again for a 3D maze that was sure to scare. Okay, man, and we're back. Thank you again to Sharp Productions. It was just 1 year later, man, we went to Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. After Welcome to My Nightmare, I was just stoked that we got another Alice Cooper maze. Like, we're coming off of the Rob Zombie, you know, House of a Thousand Corpses had happened in this location at that point. I think the first time, I'm not sure if it had by the second time, but like this whole maze, I remember liking a lot more. Some Limbo with these demon babies. And I was like kind of like the thing, like you're gonna see like as you go through this, it was all 3D'd. There's some repeat props, like you remember these guys from the closet after the $1 Million Baby scene in Welcome to My Nightmare. You can't see. He's put it in night vision. Huh. It's too bad. Oh, cool. So now you go through the river Styx, and that guy right there who just ran up scared the piss out of my buddy Kevin when we went through it. Like, just straight locked him up. And so now, ideally, you are in hell, and it is dark and smoky, and you have no real recollection exactly as to what was going on in that room. And now you see this gluttony. There's Cold Ethel from Welcome to My Nightmare, reused again. I think this guy was Sloth. This half kind of inspired Door to Door, the whole idealism of the demon representation of each thing. Lust. I thought the guys had their eyes ripped off, but maybe not. Pride. That's gnarly. So again, here the walls are black, but at least there's paint on them and there's something going on. It's kind of like a tribute to all Cooper's torture gags that he's had on stage at some point. Executioner running around on stilts, the hang. Ringmaster Cooper's running around. Craziness all the way. Now you're in actual hell and it's frozen. Hell has frozen over. It's a cold day in hell. Another snake. The Ringmaster gets you one more time. And we're done. I did not attend HHN 22, but there was an Alice Cooper maze that year on the East Coast as well. Unfortunately, it has not gotten as good as reviews as it has on the West Coast, especially against Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. We did ask Mr. John Murdy if plans for a rumored third Cooper house existed on the West Coast, and he did say yes. He also said a name like Alice Cooper or any real rock legend would be too big to be a scare zone. Until anything is officially announced, though, we can only hope for that third and final Cooper house on the West Coast, and perhaps a house of redemption on the East.